week on Deep South Wrestling. We saw Jungle Jim Steele win over Jethro. And the tag team of Davey Rich and Rainbow Brown were victorious over Demolition Axe and Greg the Hammer Valentine by disqualification. And last but not least, we saw Deep South Wrestling on the road at rodeos in Jackson, Mississippi.
Hi again, everybody, and welcome to more exciting action right here on Deep South Wrestling. This is Jack Reynolds at ringside, along with Peggy Lee Leather and her manager, Skandor.
Right now, the last time Peggy Lee Leather shellacked Bambi so bad that she came flying to Deep South headquarters. Well, I can tell you right now, Bambi, it's just starting. You little weasel, you get in that squared circle, and my lady, Peggy Lee Leather, will eat you alive, understand? Right, as a matter of fact, I've got you right here before this hour expires. You're going to have a championship match, Peggy. I promise you, and I know that you're going to deliver from that little weasel.
That's right, a little later on, there will be a new champion. Bambi, I hope you shine that belt up. I'm not only putting you out of wrestling, I'm taking that belt and putting you out of the wrestling forever, girl.
All right, let's go up to the ring right now and the introductions to the first bout this week right here on Deep South Wrestling.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a one-fall, 30-minute time limit. It is a title match for the light heavyweight championship. Make welcome from Memphis, Tennessee at 235 pounds, Davey Rich. And ladies and gentlemen, the current junior light heavyweight champion at 218 pounds from Birmingham, Alabama, make welcome Mike Jackson.
Well, hi again, everybody, and welcome to more exciting action right here on Deep South Wrestling. This is Jack Reynolds. I'm at ringside bringing you all the, all the great professional wrestlers that appear here on Deep South. We're coming to you from the fabulous Silver Star Resort and Casino in Philadelphia, Mississippi. And joining me at ringside this week is a young man by the name of Kevin Dillinger, and you know him better as RPM. How you doing, Kevin?
I just want to know one thing. When did this Mike Jackson first get out of jail? That's what I want to know. Well, when did he get out of jail?
Mike is the current light heavyweight champion, and I know, Kevin, that you have, you've made a number of challenges to get a match with Mike for that belt.
Yeah, you know, you're right. And this guy I've seen him, he keeps ducking me, running. I mean, I can't get a hold of him nowhere. You know, I find him here. Now, look at him, pulling the tights, cheating right here. You know, that's what kind of dog this guy is.
By the way, wrestling fans, I failed to mention at the start of this exciting bout that this is for the Junior Light Heavyweight Championship here on Deep South Wrestling. Mike Jackson and Davey Rich.
You know, I've wrestled both these guys. You know, I know Davey Rich. He's a good wrestler. But this Mike Jackson, all he's going to do is cheat. And see, look, that's a good, pulled his hair. Look at that.
Now, both men right now are standing their ground.
You see the fist? Look at the fist.
Both men standing their ground right now. Mike Jackson and Davey Rich. A lot of science. What amazes me about these two, Kevin, is the tremendous scientific wrestling involved in this match.
Oh, come on. Look, you see him. Hey, pull the tights down.
No. Come on now.
Hey, you're looking at the same monitor I am.
I'm looking at the same monitor you are. You know, let's call,
pull the man's, look, pull the hair. Look at that, pull the hair and go. Lord have mercy.
You didn't like that hip toss? I think you're awfully a bit biased here toward the light heavyweight champion, Mike Jackson.
Hey, it's not biased. Ain't nothing biased about the RPM. It's just one thing. Hey, I got one thing to say about this Mike Jackson. He's a chicken. He keeps ducking me, and hey, yeah, if he was a true champion, he come out of the closet and give me a title shot.
Well, I'll tell you what. You really want a title shot against Mike Jackson?
Look at this. Look at this. I can
Now, answer
outmove
my
this.
question. Do you really want a title match against Mike Jackson?
I want a title
Because I
match.
will go to Deep South officials, and I will personally ask for a title match with you and Mike Jackson, our current champion.
Let me tell you, the only way this man's gonna give me a title match is if somebody makes him do it.
All right, we'll be back, wrestling fans, with more exciting action right here on Deep South. Stand by. We're coming right back.
Being away from home doesn't mean you have to give up all the amenities you enjoy. At the Best Western Metro in Jackson, Mississippi, we go out of our way to make you feel at home. A lush tropical atrium to relax, clean, comfortable rooms, an indoor pool to enjoy a swim or relax in our hot tub. But what separates us is our friendly staff, here to make your stay enjoyable, business or pleasure. It's the Best Western Metro, I-20 at Ellis Avenue in Jackson, Mississippi. Call today for reservations.
You asked for it, you got it. Deep South Wrestling has T-shirts and memorabilia available for you, our fans. T-shirts for just $10. If you buy 4 more, only $8 each. Hats for only $8. And if you buy 4 more, they're only $6 each. We have autographed pictures of your favorite stars like Dirty Dick Murdoch, Greg the Hammer Valentine, Skandar Akbar, Terry Smothers, Rock and Roll Express, and the Mighty Hercules, and much, much more. Send your check or money order to Deep South Wrestling, P.O. Box 8803, Jackson, Mississippi 39284. Please enclose $4.95 per order for shipping and handling.
Deep South Wrestling wants to hear from you. Let us know what you think. Write us with your comments. Deep South Wrestling is committed to providing the finest professional wrestling in America today. And your input is important to us because our wrestling fans are the best in the world. Let us hear from you. We'll be looking for your letters soon. Write us at Post Office Box 8803, Jackson, Mississippi 39284. We're waiting to hear from you. Want to have Deep South Wrestling come to your town? If your group or nonprofit organization needs to raise funds, let us help you put on the next fundraiser. Call Deep South Wrestling at 601-923-2999 or write to Deep South Wrestling at P.O. Box 8803, Jackson, Mississippi 39284. Call or write us today, and we'll team up with you to put on the best fundraiser ever. Deep South Wrestling and you, a winning combination. Joining me right now, the Armstrongs. We've got Steve and Scott Armstrong.
That's it, Jack. It's good to be right here on Deep South Wrestling. We want everybody to be watching next week. We got the big 6-man tag match with Stone, Brooks, and the RPM. Let me tell you something, gentlemen. I hope you got your P's and Q's together because I'm telling you something. When you go against the Armstrong family, you're talking about blood. You're talking about the man that put the footprints down in pro wrestling. Talking about our father, Bullet Bob Armstrong. Well, you got the boys following in his footsteps. And next week in the 6-man tag, we're coming at you.
And we're right back from the beautiful Silver Star Resort and Casino with this exciting match. This is a light heavyweight, junior light heavyweight championship match with Davey Rich and champion Mike Jackson.
Look at this. Look. This man's got a legal headlock. And, hey, when we went to break, all Mike Jackson was doing is thumb in the eyes, cheating. I mean,
I didn't see any thumb in the eyes.
Hey, you're watching the same
I'm
monitor I
watching
am.
the same monitor
big,
you are.
The fist in the side.
Nice shoulder block. I'll tell you, this Davey Rich, very
Hey, look at
impressive.
this Davey Rich
Very
here.
impressive this week. Nice takeover by Davey Rich.
I still want to know when Mike Jackson got out of jail.
I tell you, Davey has been wrestling in a lot of tag team competition with Marcus Dupree. I haven't seen Davey in solo competition in quite some time. I had the opportunity of talking to Marcus Dupree, former NFL great, All-American collegiate football player, and I'll tell you, he is biting at the bit, so to speak, with love to do something with Deep South Wrestling.
You know, that's neither here or there. We're talking about Mike Jackson right now. How big of a cheat and a chicken this man is. Look, Davey Rich is gonna beat him right now, and then I'm gonna turn around and beat Davey Rich. But that ain't gonna be no trouble either. But this Mike Jackson right here in this ring, he's not gonna hold that belt very long.
All right, RPM, I'll tell you, you're pushing me to the limit right now because right after we get through with this taping this week here on Deep South Wrestling, I will go to our matchmaker. I will make this a personal issue to get you a championship bout with light heavyweight champion Mike Jackson. Can you handle it?
Oh, handling it ain't no problem. Hey, you make me a promise, man. You tell me that you're going to do it.
I'm going to do it.
The only way this man's going to give me if Deep South makes him give me a title
Deep
shot.
South will do it. You have my word on it.
Hey,
I guarantee it.
I've done this. Is makes my 4th week being here, and I've asked him. I've given him all these chances to come to me and say,
you're going to have your opportunity. I'll tell you that right now because I know once I go to Deep South officials, it's all
there
yours.
you go. What is this referee blind? Can he see him pulling his hair when he comes up?
By the way, your referee for this bout is Keith Blaze. Keith on top of all the action as Davey Rich applying the side headlock.
Watch his cheap shot.
Oh!
Cheap shot.
Nice shot in there by Mike Jackson. Oh! Forearm.
Well, look at you. You're letting him.
Forearm. That's legal. He threw the forearm. There's another.
Oh, yeah, right in the nose.
Elbow. See, he covered but didn't hook the leg that time.
Yeah.
Looks like an even match. I'll tell you, it's been back and forth right since the offset of this match.
You know why it's an even match? I'm not in there. That's the reason.
Well, you're going to have your chance, RPM.
It's going to be a one-sided match.
Look at that. Oh, my goodness. Look at that. Almost tore his head off that time. My goodness. Uh-oh. Mike, I think Mike Jackson.
He better take his mind off.
Yeah, Mike Jackson knows. He knows you're here. I know that. Uh-oh. Trying for that sunset flip right now.
Oh, watch it. He's going to take
Look
the
at that.
way
Got him
out.
down 1, 2. And a kick out by Mike Jackson. Jackson right now coming over on top. And a 2 count. I'll tell you, they're both going for pinning holds and pinning combinations right now. Standing drop kick in there by Mike Jackson. And a cover. Did not hook the leg.
Mike
Did
Jackson
not hook the leg.
Moves. He's got good moves. I've been watching this man ever since I was 3 years old.
Oh, come on, Kevin.
Hey.
Don't give me that.
You know what you do to an old horse? You shoot him.
Well, I'll tell you, Mike Jackson's a long way. Look at that. 1. Wait a minute. Referee has called for the belt. TV time limit. The time limit has expired. Referee Keith Blaze right now determining this match is a draw. There it is, and the fans love it. All right, let's hear it.
That's a bunch of stuff.
You've got your match, Kevin. You've got your match, RPM. All right, we're back with more right after this.
You asked for it, you got it. Deep South Wrestling has T-shirts and memorabilia available for you, our fans. T-shirts for just $10. If you buy 4 more, only $8 each. Hats for only $8. And if you buy 4 more, they're only $6 each. We have autographed pictures of your favorite stars like Dirty Dick Murdoch, Greg the Hammer Valentine, Skandar Akbar, Terry Smothers, Rock and Roll Express, and the Mighty Hercules, and much, much more. Send your check or money order to Deep South Wrestling, P.O. Box 8803, Jackson, Mississippi 39284. Please enclose $4.95 per order for shipping and handling.
Joining me right now is light heavyweight champion Mike Jackson. Mike, RPM has really got it in for you.
Jack, let's get down to brass tacks. Zoom right in here on this eye, these broken blood vessels, this black eye I've got right here. You can stand out here, rock and roll RPM, and you can talk about what you want to do with no sweat on you, no dirt, no bruises, no breaks, no nothing. But let me tell you something. You don't have to stand out there and talk. I can hear very well. I'll give you a shot at Meridian, Mississippi, the Frank Cochran Center. You come on down there. Disco Inferno couldn't get it done. Dillinger couldn't get it. Nightmare couldn't get it done. I'm looking for you.
When you think of buying a car, think of excitement. Think of a Mason-Dixon Auto Auction in Greencastle, Pennsylvania, where you'll find over 500 cars and trucks weekly. And without the middleman, the car you want won't cost as much as you think. There's nothing like the thrill of an auction. Get the car you want, save a lot of money. See what all the excitement is about every Tuesday at 6:30 p.m. Call now for free information. The Mason-Dixon Auto Auction, Exit 2, off I-81 in Greencastle, Pennsylvania.
When two girls talk on the phone, they share their most intimate secrets. How would you like to listen in? You can, right now. Just call the eavesdrop line. Eavesdrop on two girls talking privately. You can hear them. They can't hear you. You never know what you'll hear, and you've never heard anything like it.
1-900-860-2929. Just $3 a minute. Call now.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next bout of the evening is a tag team competition. One fall, 20-minute time limit. Weighing in at a combined weight of 565 pounds and managed by Skandar Akbar, the team of Mr. Nasty and Jethro. And ladies and gentlemen, weighing in at 630 pounds, the team of Rainbow Brown and Hillbilly Cousin Luke.
Well, hi again, everybody, and we're right back with all the exciting action right here on Deep South Wrestling. Jack Reynolds from the beautiful Silver Star Hotel and Casino, Resort and Casino. And joining me right now at ringside is a legend, Bullet Bob Armstrong.
Good to be here, Jack. We're going to watch two big teams here. Did you see the size of these men?
My goodness. Woo.
Look at Cousin Luke. He must weigh about 350, and then you got this football play over here that weighs about 325. Imagine the leverage. Big Jethro. And, brother, when we say big, we're not just kidding.
Well, Rainbow Brown and Jethro starting things off. And your referee for this bout is James Beard.
Right there you see the power of Big Jethro. Did you see him throw that man down like he was just a sack of flour? But Rainbow Kid's a smart guy, you know. He's not as big as the rest of the guys, so he's got to think a little bit more. He's faster. Now, here's a nasty man right in your screen looking at you. This nasty man. What's his name?
Yeah, plus they got that Skandar Akbar there in their corner.
Which
the
is
manager of Devastation Incorporated.
Always a threat. Skandar Akbar. Yeah. You know, everybody's wondering about Skandar's new acquisition. Have you heard anything about it, Jack?
Well, I understand that Big Wilbur is signed on with Skandar. I asked Skandar, I said, what did it cost you? How much money did it cost you to wind up with Big Wilbur?
Well, you know, I'll tell you, they say he's from his hometown in
Hogwaller, Tennessee.
Hogwaller, Tennessee.
That's it.
That's a hometown you won't forget very easily.
No, not at all.
And money's never been a problem for Skandar Akbar. He's always, money's no object. I don't know where his money comes from.
Oh, you talk about power. Look at that ring right now. My goodness. Hillbilly Cousin Luke and Big Jethro combining their weights. They say that Cousin Luke's about 2 biscuits shy of 400. Jethro's well over 300. My goodness, you've got 738 pounds in there right now, plus the referee.
That's right. That's got to be a real strong
James
ring.
Beard.
You say that ring would have to be very powerful to hold that much weight, especially with moving like they can. Look at Akbar right now, causing the trouble like he always does. He's trying to agitate somebody, get their attention. He's noted for this. He's noted for this. That's why he's been around so long and had so many good teams. He's the third weapon on any team. He's a lethal weapon, too.
Right now, Hillbilly Cousin Luke standing his ground in the center of the ring. Jethro with a side headlock being applied. There's an Irish whip.
Wow.
Look at that. Nothing doing.
Backed into the Rainbow Kids corner. That's a bad place to be, Jack. That's no man's land.
Jethro looks a little confused right now, Bullet Bob.
Now watch Skandar. Skandar's getting over there real close to the Rainbow Kid.
Yeah, the fans, I'll tell you, Rainbow Brown is a crowd favorite wherever he goes.
I noticed
fans
that when he came out. They all recognize him, and he always gives 110% in every match. And when you do that, the fans recognize him.
Uh-oh, there goes the ring. Whoa. Oh, my goodness, look at that.
I heard that ring snap. I hope it's not broken. I heard it give.
Oh.
Wow, what a clothesline. Almost took the big man's head off. Big Jethro took a spill that time.
All right, double tag that time. Here comes Rainbow Brown and Mr. Nasty.
Mr. Nasty, they look like he's going to set up in some kind of karate or jiu-jitsu form, and Rainbow used a wrestling move, snatched the headlock, which is a smart thing to do. Listen to that ring now.
Yeah, that ring sounds like...
Cousin Luke, give it a lick. I'll tell you, it's like a freight train hitting that turnbuckle.
Yep.
Good arm drag by the Rainbow Kid.
I'll tell you, Mr. Nasty's already looking for a tag. He just got in there, Bullet Bob.
That's right. The Rainbow's giving him more than he bargained for.
I said before, he's quick. He gives 110%, and it's paying off for him. Skandar's a little upset, as you can see, arguing with the referee, as usual.
Trying to get the attention of referee James Beard.
Beautiful drop kick. Boy, he got airborne, didn't he?
He sure did.
He went skying, brother. He went
up on top that time. Rainbow Brown.
Let's see what he does this time. Here you go. Uh-oh. Once too often.
I think he telegraphed it that time.
I believe he did telegraph it. Well, he landed. It was such a good one. I thought he could finish him with a second one. But Mr. Nasty's a little too smart for that. You always got to be a step ahead, like that human chess game in that squared circle.
You know, the one thing that Nasty, beautiful neck breaker in there that time by Mr. Nasty. I tell you, he is a master of that Savate back kick.
Yes,
I'll tell you, he uses that thing to perfection.
That's right. So wrestlers always got to be aware of that. The Rainbow Kid looked like he was ready for it. Let's see what Big Jethro can do. Look, he hooked him. Good move by the Rainbow Kid. He may have him here.
Got him. My goodness, look at that.
What a
unbelievable. I can't believe it.
Right out of the clear blue sky.
I can't believe it. Did you see that? Mr. Nasty can't believe it. Jethro can't believe it. All right, we're back with more wrestling fans. Stand by right after this.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Look at Mr. Nasty. He's slapping Big Jethro. He's upset at Jethro. I don't understand why.
Hey!
I think he's upset about losing the match. Anybody can lose a match.
That's uncalled for.
Mr. Nasty. I see where he got his name now. This is really uncalled for.
That is totally uncalled for.
They're just going into another match here.
Jethro's
had enough, hasn't he? I think Jethro's had about more. That was a wise move by Big Nasty, I think. He took a powder at the right time, brother. He was about to take a butt kicking. Oh, Jethro is really upset. This is a big man to have upset, too.
Do you have an idea for a new product or invention that you'd like to submit to companies? If so, there's information from Invention Submission Corporation to help get you started. ISC is America's largest invention service organization with over 50 offices nationwide. We help people like you submit their ideas to companies. Call this toll-free number now and we'll send you this free information. It includes an important document that assures confidentiality, a form for recording and dating your invention, and an informative brochure which tells you how to proceed with submitting your invention to companies through the ISC data bank as well as various other means. Even if you only have an idea for improving an existing product and don't know where to go with it, you'll want to call now for ISC's free information.
For your free inventor's information, call Invention Submission Corporation now at 1-800-292-1100. That's 1-800-292-1100.
What really caused the dinosaurs to become extinct? Was it massive worldwide volcanic eruptions? An asteroid crashing to Earth? A sudden change in climate? Or was it that they just weren't financially prepared for their later years? Make U.S. savings bonds part of your retirement savings program. Ask your banker or employer, U.S. Savings Bonds, the safe and easy way to make sure you're financially prepared for your later years.
Someone they don't know a gift. They do it because this gift saves lives. And the need for it is desperate. We need over 20,000 people to give this precious gift every day. Please give blood. There's a life to be saved right now. Call the American Red Cross at 1-800-GIVE-LIFE.
And joining me at ringside right now is the North American heavyweight champion of the world, the one and only Greg the Hammer Valentine. Boy, I'll tell you, Greg, Sam Houston has really come out publicly and has stated he wants you and he wants that belt.
Sam Houston, you got to be kidding me. Greg the Hammer Valentine is the best thing that ever happened at Deep South Wrestling. I'm also the greatest North American champion of all time, and Sam Houston, you better put up or shut up. I'll wrestle you any day of the week, or twice on Sunday, or right here on national television. It doesn't matter. In fact, I have an open contract. Greg the Hammer Valentine, the master of the figure four leg lock, has an open contract to wrestle anybody in Deep South Wrestling.
All right, there you have it. North American champion Greg the Hammer Valentine. Let's go up the ringsides right now and the introductions to our next bout.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next match of the evening, if you would please. For 230 pounds from San Antonio, Texas, make welcome Dusty Wolf. And now, ladies and gentlemen, from Heidelberg, Germany, at 280 pounds, please make welcome Kurt von Himmler.
And the action continues right here on Deep South Wrestling, coming to you from the Silver Star Resort and Casino. Bullet Bob Armstrong at ringside, along with yours truly, Jack Reynolds. And boy, I'll tell you, this German continues to impress.
Does he ever? There's a big man for you. You know, those Germans are noted for conditioning, and this man is in top conditions, you can tell, Jack. And with a man like Skandar behind him, it's only going to further his career.
All right, the big man from Heidelberg against Dusty Wolf. There's the bell. Match officially underway.
The big German didn't want to wait for that bell, did he? He went on and attacked Dusty Wolf. Of course, I'm sure Skandar instructed him to do that. You know, if you psych out your opponent, Jack, you're one step ahead. Oh, good move by Dusty Wolf.
Oh, yeah. Dusty with a nice drop kick.
Hard to get that big man off. Oh,
there he goes. Caught him good that time, Bullet Bob. I understand that Dusty Rhodes was currently, or Dusty Wolf, I'm sorry, Dusty, I got the wrong Dusty on my mind.
Easy mistake.
But I understand that he just got back from, where was he, Bob?
South Africa.
I see.
They're promoting a lot of professional wrestling matches over there. You know, it's the second most popular sport over there. Lion killing's the first.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. I'll tell you, it's been coming for a long, long time.
Yes, it is. Professional wrestling now worldwide. I've been over the world about twice, and everywhere I've gone, the second time it's always been stronger.
There's the big German and Dusty Wolf.
Dusty,
I'll tell you, this German continues, as I mentioned from the offset of this match, Bob. He continues to impress all our wrestling fans. And I tend to think that with the help of Skandar Akbar, it's helped his career.
I think you're exactly right, because he's motivating the man. He's showing him the ins and outs of it. And the man is a young guy, and he's big and strong, so there's no way to go for him but up to the top.
Exactly.
Dusty Wolf's not going to be a stepping stone, I'll tell you that. He's got the arm bar on him, using leverage on the back of the shoulder, which is always good. And you rotate that rotor cuff, and you're in trouble. Nice move by the German, but Dusty countered it.
I'll tell you, Dusty's holding his own in this match. Back and forth, back and forth.
Yes, he is. He's doing a good job. South Africa has some great wrestlers, and I'm sure during his tour over there that he had to face some of those wrestlers, and they probably learned a few new tricks. Every country has a different way of approaching professional wrestling, so he probably learned a few new tricks while in South Africa.
All right now, Dusty Rhodes applying the pressure.
Looks like Skandar's getting a little upset. Dusty Rhodes, pardon my mistake. Rhodes has been in command now for quite a while. He's had a good offense going here. Skandar again trying to direct somebody's attention, get Dusty Wolf's attention in some way, and it looks like he might have succeeded.
Big shoulder block in there by the big German.
Boy,
Kurt von Himmler.
That'll take the wind out of your sails, Jack, when they hit you right under that sternum.
Uh-oh, he telegraphed that.
He certainly did.
Dusty saw it coming and moved out of the way.
How much more is this ring going to take? Been hit by some big men here recently, some big, strong men.
Dusty, there's some hard right hands in there by, look at that, I'll tell you.
Going right back to that arm. Very good
in there by Dusty Wolf.
That's right, tenacity. He's sticking on that arm. That's his body part, and he's sticking with it, and Skandar's getting a little upset.
What a tremendous victory this would be for young Dusty Wolf. An upset victory over the likes of Kurt von Himmler.
I think you'd have to say that. It would be an upset, especially with Skandar outside the ring. If he beat the big German, it would, what a feather in his cap. Skandar would be miserable, I think, if the German lost.
Oh, my goodness. No telling what would happen.
Well, he's really behind this man now. He's got him.
Here we go. Look at Akbar choking away on Dusty Wolf.
This is
referee James Beard.
Yeah, he's going to help.
Warning Akbar.
There goes
In the meantime, the big German with a big drop.
Gosh, he hit that mat hard. Looked like he might have hurt his back on that one, Jack. He hit that mat really hard.
That was a big backdrop in there by Kurt von Himmler.
The German's got things going his way now, thanks to Skandar Akbar. That's the advantage of having your manager.
Well, there's that ring again.
Right.
My goodness.
It's been taking a beating tonight. You've had some 300-pounders.
Oh.
Let's see what Dusty can do with the big German. He's got him. He's cracking that cranium.
Boy, look at that.
Wow. He's trying to knock that tattoo right off his forehead, and he might if he gets hitting him like that.
Boy, our Deep South cameras picking up all the exciting action right on top. There's the big boot.
Boot right to the jaw.
Caught him good to the jaw that time. Looks like he's going up there.
He may be going to try to finish it right here. Let's see if he can.
Look at that. Oh, wow. Caught him. That's a that's the Blitzkrieg.
That did it,
and a 3 count.
That did it.
That is the German Blitzkrieg. All right, wrestling fans, we're back with more right after this.
You asked for it, you got it. Deep South Wrestling has T-shirts and memorabilia available for you, our fans. T-shirts for just $10. If you buy 4 more, only $8 each. Hats for only $8. And if you buy 4 more, they're only $6 each. We have autographed pictures of your favorite stars like Dirty Dick Murdoch, Greg the Hammer Valentine, Skandar Akbar, Terry Smothers, Rock and Roll Express, and the Mighty Hercules, and much, much more. Send your check or money order to Deep South Wrestling, P.O. Box 8803, Jackson, Mississippi 39284. Please enclose $4.95 per order for shipping and handling.
Being away from home doesn't mean you have to give up all the amenities you enjoy. At the Best Western Metro in Jackson, Mississippi, we go out of our way to make you feel at home. A lush tropical atrium to relax, clean, comfortable rooms, an indoor pool to enjoy a swim or relax in our hot tub. But what separates us is our friendly staff, here to make your stay enjoyable, business or pleasure. It's the Best Western Metro, I-20 at Ellis Avenue in Jackson, Mississippi. Call today for reservations. Attention, everyone. Do you want to be a wrestler? Do you have what it takes? Are you a star of the future? Well, Deep South Wrestling announces registration for Deep South Training Center and Pro Wrestling School. Call for information today. Professional training given by the pros you see every week on Deep South Wrestling. Your opportunity to become a pro wrestler. Learn from the best in pro wrestling. Application and enrollment begins immediately. So call now. Don't be left out. Deep South Wrestling School.
Deep South Wrestling wants to hear from you. Let us know what you think. Write us with your comments. Deep South Wrestling is committed to providing the finest professional wrestling in America today. And your input is important to us because our wrestling fans are the best in the world. Let us hear from you. We'll be looking for your letters soon. Write us at Post Office Box 8803, Jackson, Mississippi 39284. We're waiting to hear from you. And we're right back with more exciting action here on Deep South Wrestling. Joining me right now, wrestling fans, our ladies champion, the one and only Bambi.
Well, I tell you what, Jack, you know, I heard this Peggy Lee Leather come out here and badmouth me and say that she's the biggest and she's the baddest. Well, she might be the biggest and the baddest, but I promise you one thing. I'll put this title up because I may not be the biggest wrestler, but I tell you what, I've got a lot of heart and a lot of determination, and I'll promise these people I'll give you 110%. Peggy Lee Leather, you might have met your match.
All right, there's the ladies champion, the one and only Bambi. Right now, let's go up to ringside, the introductions to our next bout.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next bout is a one-fall, 20-minute time limit. At 260 pounds from Van Nuys, California, make welcome Terry Golden. And at 245 pounds from Music City, USA, make welcome Mr. RPM, Kevin Dillinger.
And we're right back with more exciting action right here on Deep South Wrestling. Boy, I'll tell you, we've got a couple of high flyers in there right now, Bullet Bob Armstrong and Kevin Dillinger, RPM, and the young man from Van Nuys, California, his name, Terry Golden.
We certainly have. Both of these men know what they're doing. The RPM there has had numerous bouts, numerous victories, and he's one of the best competitors, and he's awfully good in tag team action as well as singles.
Well, I'll tell you, I've watched the Terry Golden in California. I've seen him go.
Wow, there's a
RPM's going to have all he can handle with this young man.
I believe you're right, Jack. I can see it now. He's got his moves planned ahead of him. He's going for it.
I know over the years, Bob, you've been a big fan favorite in Southern California.
Yes, I've always loved to go there, and me and my son Brad toured there, and we always loved it. It's a beautiful place, as you know, Jack.
Yes, I got family there, and I spend a lot of time there. My mom and dad live up in San Jose.
San Jose, all right. That's a lovely place. Well, it looks like you're a...
You know, not too long ago, this RPM had the audacity, I'll tell you, to sit down with me here at ringside, and that's all he did was knock Mike Jackson to the point where I went to the officials of Deep South Wrestling, and we've got a big title match in the works for the light heavyweight championship with this RPM, Kevin Dillinger, and our current champion, Mike Jackson.
Yeah, but you know, first, Jack, he's got to get by this young man, and this guy from California is giving him one heck of a match.
Oh, I'll tell you, I'm so impressed with this Terry Golden. He is a good one. I'll tell you, this young man, it's only a matter of time, Bullet Bob, that this young man is going to come into his own.
I think you're right. See, there he was a step ahead of Dillinger. Then, you know, Jack, maybe Dillinger's thinking ahead to Mike Jackson when he should be concentrating on who he's got in the ring right now.
Right, he's looking ahead.
And that's always a mistake in this profession. You got
big arm bar right now by Terry Golden. What's he doing?
Well,
where's he going? Get him back in the ring. Referee John Keaton counting.
There he
is.
That was the move right there. He planned on that move right there. Dillinger's a smart man. He's a smart man to last as long as he had because, like you say, he bad-mouths people.
Right.
He likes to psych them out. And when you get mad, you make mistakes, and he likes to get you real mad where you'll make a mistake. He knows all the tricks.
Oh, big clothesline in there by RPM.
That took the young man down pretty hard, but I can tell he's a fighter. RPM's a knowledgeable wrestler. He's been wrestling now. I've been seeing his name around for the past 10 years or so. He's going for the... Is he going for the... What's he going for here?
I don't know.
Up.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, I thought he was going for the hangman at first, then I thought he was going for a neck breaker, and I think he got somewhere in between. But he dropped the man pretty hard. It looked like he took his breath. He's got things going his way. There's an elbow. It looks like he caught him right in the upper chest.
Caught him real good with that elbow.
Wow.
That did look like a variation of the hangman bullet, Bob. Now that I think about it, you know, you don't see that move too often.
Very seldom. I hadn't seen it in years.
Very seldom. It's a good one, though.
I think that's what surprised the young man from California. We thought we were setting him up for the neck breaker,
right?
And then the hangman hold,
right?
And
The hangman hold, exactly.
He dropped it right on the back of his head.
And you called that action as our Deep South cameras picked it up.
He's going for the big one. Oh, good move by the man from California.
Big hip toss in there by Terry Golden.
Uh-oh. See, Kevin Smart, he broke the momentum before the young man got started good. He was about to run a series on him there, and he got smart. Let's see. Wow. Beautiful power slam. He may have him here.
Well, I'll tell you.
That made a
win or
mistake.
lose, he didn't cover the leg that time.
Well, that's inexperience for you.
Right.
That was a beautiful boot, though. He may have him anyway, Jack.
Yeah. Look at that. All right, Terry Golden right now continuing the assault on RPM. Big back.
Wow.
My goodness, he went flying.
How that didn't break his back, I'll never know.
Well, you've got to be in tremendous physical condition. There's the leg-o-matic.
Oh,
there it is.
Drove his face right into the mat.
There's that leg-o-matic.
That's it, brother. He won't get up from that.
All right, stand by, wrestling fans. We're back with more right after this.
Take the Best Western Meridian for a road test and discover the best comfort performance available in affordable lodging. The Best Western handles road-weary travelers with relaxing, spacious rooms at every turn, plus a beautiful pool, restaurant, and bar to make the miles slip away. And when the staff of Deep South Wrestling is in town, the only rest area that will do is the Best Western Meridian. Just take exit 153 off I-20. The Best Western Meridian, the road-tested winner in comfort and performance. Attention everyone, do you want to be a wrestler? Do you have what it takes? Are you a star of the future? Well, Deep South Wrestling announces registration for Deep South Training Center and Pro Wrestling School. Call for information today. Professional training given by the pros you see every week on Deep South Wrestling. Your opportunity to become a pro wrestler. Learn from the best in pro wrestling. Application and enrollment begins immediately. So call now. Don't be left out. Deep South Wrestling School.
Want to have Deep South Wrestling come to your town? If your group or nonprofit organization needs to raise funds, let us help you put on the next fundraiser. Call Deep South Wrestling at 601-923-2999 or write to Deep South Wrestling at P.O. Box 8803, Jackson, Mississippi 39284. Call or write us today, and we'll team up with you to put on the best fundraiser ever. Deep South Wrestling and you, a winning combination.
You into sports? I mean really into sports? Great, me too. The Big Four. You know, football, baseball, basketball, and hockey. If you're like me, you need more than the score. You need to know what's coming. Penetrating analysis of teams and players. The inside story on strategies and trade rumors. Who's hot and who's not. And why. From people out there where it's happening. Like me, week after week. And I'll even give you a great deal. We've been called the Bible of sports for over 100 years. We deliver the inside scoop on every team, on every franchise. So no matter where you live, the sporting news keeps you close to your favorite team, pro or college. Okay, here's the deal.
Call 1-800-625-4499 to get 4 free issues of the Sporting News and tell them the Fly sent you.
The young gun Sam Houston wants the North American Championship belt from the current champion, Greg the Hammer Valentine. Let's pick up the action in a previous match with these two superstars. My goodness. Referee James Beard right now warning Greg the Hammer Valentine about the close fist. Into the turnbuckle. Oh, Valentine went flying into that turnbuckle and hit himself against that big iron post. Now it's Sam Houston. Houston going to work on the arm. Houston with a standing arm bar. Valentine right now. Look at that. Big suplex. Had him in a chicken wing and went for the suplex. Kick out by Houston. Test of strength in there by Valentine and Houston. And a hair pull and down to the mat goes Sam Houston. And Valentine went for the big elbow. Arm drag in there by Sam Houston. And now Houston applying the pressure on the arm bar. Looks like he's going to go with... Going to get him up there. Look at that. Big drop in there by Sam Houston. Arm drag. Going up on top, using the elbow. Oh, he caught him right into the midsection. Coming off the top of that ring rope. Now both men pounding away. Houston, Valentine. Referee Jim Beard right now unable to do anything. Clothesline. What a tremendous upset this would be if Sam Houston can do it. There's another elbow by Greg the Hammer Valentine. Backslide. Try for a sunset. 1, 2. And Valentine able to get out. Both men pounding away. Now Tracy going for a side headlock. Wants to go with the Bulldog. Nothing doing. Valentine with a maneuver of his own as he kicks away There he goes, trying for the figure 4. No, nothing doing. Houston will not allow him to apply that figure 4 leg lock. Both men pounding away. Now it's right hands by Valentine. A hard right hand. There's the bell. What a night it was at rodeos in Jackson, Mississippi. North American champion Greg the Hammer Valentine was about to dispose of challenger Coco Beware when all of a sudden light heavyweight champion Mike Jackson and young gun Sam Houston came to the aid of the Birdman. Right now, let's pick up the action.
You call yourself a champion. You've made it personal between you and I. I took you to the limit. Now I'll take you one better, Valentine. Be prepared to face the ring. Face me in the ring the next time you get in, and I'll take your doggone belts away from you, Valentine.
Oh, hi. I'm Dionne Warwick, and I'm here with my very best psychic friend, Linda Georgia. Girl, it was another great show.
Oh, it sure was. I couldn't have done it without you.
Well, thank you. But you know what I've heard, Linda?
What? What's that, Dan?
I've heard that there are still people out there who have not seen the Psychic Friends Network.
Oh, you're kidding. You mean they haven't seen Ken Schreiner, who plays Scotty Baldwin on General Hospital, get a reading from a master psychic?
You might have a child within 2 years.
Girl yet.
Exactly what I'm saying. But then we have had several of our stars call. I mean, people like Rip Taylor, Adam West, Tristan Rogers, Wolfman Jack, Phyllis Diller.
We've also heard from many of the over 2 million people who've called the Psychic Friends Network.
I think calling the Psychic Friends Network was really worth it. We're still together and have a beautiful baby boy now.
I'm happy. I'm like, I've never been so happy before. That's just because I called the psychic.
And just recently, you told me about a new and improved service just for our callers. It's called the Psychic Friends Masterline.
That's right, Dan. The Psychic Friends Network has gathered the best psychics from around the country. Not only has the response from the people at home been overwhelming, but from the psychic community as well. We now have the very best psychics anywhere. Each is a master psychic.
Well, then what you're saying is that we now have the creme de la creme, the very best of the best psychics.
Exactly. And you can speak with a master psychic anytime, day or night, from the privacy of your own home. And as always, Dionne, all it takes is a telephone
and
an open mind.
Must be 18 to call, just $3.99 per minute.
Imagine you come from the future with the power to change one of the darkest moments in America's past. Would you risk the future to save the past?
President and First Lady are unhurt.
Russian troops just captured West Berlin.
Khrushchev would never do that.
Premier Khrushchev was assassinated today.
Massive tears in the fabric of time.
What have I done?
The possibilities are endless in the new Twilight Zone.
Friday at 3 on WGTW Channel 48.
Ladies and gentlemen, our feature match of the evening, a one-fall, 30-minute time limit. It is for the ladies' championship. Please make welcome from Columbia, South Carolina at 168 pounds, Peggy Lee Leather. And ladies and gentlemen, weighing in at 137 pounds, from Stone Mountain, Georgia, the ladies' champion. Make welcome, Bambi.
Oh, they're loving it, I want to tell you. Yeah, this is really going to spill out. The last encounter that they had, Bullet Bob, I was at ringside, and boy, it was nothing but a cat fight, a street fight, a brawl.
You're absolutely right when you say cat fight, the worst I've ever seen. These girls fought all over this building, inside, out of the ring, under the ring. I mean, brother, they were slapping each other. I could feel the licks myself. I wouldn't want to step in there to try to separate that for any amount of money.
All right, there's the bell. Your referee for this bout, John Keaton. And this, they're not wasting their time at all. They're in it already.
I talked to Bambi earlier, and she said she's not wasting any time. She's going to open it up right off with a good offense, and sometimes a good offense is your best defense.
This
wow.
is for the ladies.
Beautiful move. Beautiful move. She threw that big lady right into that top turnbuckle. She might have lost a few teeth there, Jack.
We've had 2 championship bouts this week here on Deep South, and nowhere else are you going to see it.
Especially a world's ladies title match. This Bambi's a spitfire. I've known her for years and knew her when she first started wrestling, and she used to take a beating that I'd think she was going to quit after every match, and she'd say, Bullet Bob, I'm never going to quit. And you see where she is now.
I'll tell you, Bambi has been a thorn in Akbar's side. That's one belt. That is one championship belt that Akbar has not been able to secure.
And I can guarantee you this, Jack, as long as Bambi's got that belt, Scandal will never secure it.
Well, you may be right there, Bullet Bob. You may be right. Only time will tell.
Peggy Lee Leather, she used to leverage in. She's a heavier lady. She used her leverage to force her right back into the turnbuckle. And there's a knee to the stomach, caught her right in the pit of the stomach and took her win. She's got things going her way now. These ladies are in such good shape that the tide can turn, like you see right there. The tide turned in just a second. They're both in super condition. Wow. Good clothesline by Bambi.
I'll tell you, they came this week, boy, to really turn it on.
They're certainly doing just that. And although Bambi gives away about 35 to 40 pounds, she makes up for it in heart.
Yeah, a little over 30-some pounds, yeah.
Yeah, we got a lady in the audience, I believe, wants the championship match.
You don't want to fool with Peggy Lee Leather, I'll tell you.
No, you're right, Jim.
She is one tough lady. You don't want to fool with her.
That's the last fight I saw them in, that cat fight we were talking about earlier. I don't want to fool with either one of them. Oh, there's a good move by Peggy Lee. That's using the ring to your advantage.
That's exactly right.
That's using the ring as one of your weapons, and she used it well, and I believe it took her breath, choked her. But there's Bambi fighting right back. You never know with these two girls.
That's right.
There's so much bad blood there that, you know, it makes a real difference when you're fighting somebody you really don't like a bit.
Look at her pounding away.
Wow.
My goodness. You know, normally, Bob, Bambi is usually under control, but I think she's out to prove something this time.
She certainly is. I've never seen her this aggressive. Usually she plans her moves more methodically, but this time she's wide open in this match.
Oh, they're going all out. Look at that. Tremendous full fight in there.
There's that extra 35 or 40 pounds it took.
Look at that. Look at that Peggy Lee, huh? Peggy Lee Leather.
She's determined, too. I couldn't pick a winner here. I know Bambi's got the heart, but I know Peggy Lee Leathers is one tough lady, and she's got the leverage, and she knows what she's doing. So it's a toss-up as far as I'm concerned, Jack.
Referee John Keaton with a 2 count that time. Big body slam.
Referees never have an easy match when they're a ladies' match. You know, you don't know exactly how to handle them. And these two, believe me, at times are not ladies. Take my word for it.
That's right.
Now, there's a good, this is called a reverse chin lock.
Right.
This will wear your opponent down. It makes it hard for him to breathe.
It's almost the chokehold.
Very close. That's why the referee will always check this to make sure you don't have the hands down too far.
Peggy Lee really applying the pressure to that reverse chin lock.
Listen to this crowd get behind Bambi.
And Bambi drives her head down to the mat.
Wow, that was a smart move by Bambi. A smart move by Bambi.
Hard right hand to the midsection. Another by Bambi.
This Bambi's a fighter.
Oh, my goodness.
She'll never give up. Uh-oh.
You can hear that one up in the skybox.
You sure could. Whoa. Uh-oh, she's got her on the merry-go-round now, brother.
Right onto the floor, right onto the railing. My goodness. Boy, Peggy Lee is reeling right now.
She hit that floor hard. That Bambi hit her with a haymaker. There was nowhere to go but down.
She doesn't know where she's at right now.
I don't believe she does.
She would know the Silver Star from the Terminal Tower.
And if she's not careful, she may get counted out by this referee. She better try to get herself together and get back in the ring, or she'll lose by a count out. Bambi's ready. You can see her, brother. She's poised and ready for anything.
Bambi in the center of the ring right now, waiting for Peggy Lee to get back in there. Hard right hand to the midsection.
Wow. Hear that ring?
Look at that. Huh? Caught her good with a clothesline.
She certainly did. She surprised Bambi with that one. Bambi was coming in to drive her further into that turnbuckle, and Peggy Lee stepped out and met her with that clothesline and took her right to the mat. Wow. Look where she's planting those forearms, brother. Right under that neck. She's taking her breath with every punch.
Boy, look at the arms on that lady, huh?
Wow.
Uh-oh.
She shouldn't have done that. I think she woke her up.
She certainly did. Boy, she slapped her, I'll tell you.
Good hip
That's
lock.
one of the hardest slaps I've seen in a long time.
Boy, that woke Bambi up, I'll tell you that. Good move. Wow. She may have her right here.
1, 2, and a kick out.
I didn't think she was going to make that kick out. Bambi did a good move on her, had her on the canvas, flat on her back, but Peggy Lee's tough, no doubt about it.
Referee John Keaton with a 2 count that time. Uh-oh.
That was a clothesline. Yeah.
Right above the eye, boy. She caught her solid.
She certainly did, and she was already against the turnbuckle. There was nowhere to go. She had to take the full impact of the blow.
Oh. How can this continue?
Good thinking there.
Wait a minute.
She's going for the big bulldog. There's the bulldog.
Look at this.
Wait a minute.
Samantha Tate doing here?
What's she doing out here?
What is Samantha doing here?
Has she got a manager's license or something? What's the problem here?
I have no idea. Look at this.
Bambi's going to get...
Oh, look at this. Double teaming right now.
She got blindsided. They're gonna try to tear her apart. Somebody step in there, referee. Step in there and do something.
Look at this. They are reeling away. Look at this.
Oh, slammed her on the floor. Oh my gosh. Somebody get somebody out.
All right, wrestling fans, that's going to do it. This is Jack Reynolds along with Bullet Barb Armstrong. Thanks for joining us. See you again next week with more Deep South Wrestling.